Welcome to Dungeon 3, the Key Cavern.
No, you can't go in there.
This is one of the things we learned in the castle.
Yeah, that you can't take bottles in the next room with you.
So you might as well just throw them at the door.
Right. You can't actually progress until you do that. Oh, wow. That's one way to kill the bomb.
Yeah. They're supposed to do that. They're supposed to bounce around a bit.
Yeah. So what happened there was you bounced it in that little small gel enemy. Zool.
The Zol.
Zool is something else entirely. Oh. 1 rupee. Once again, the stall posts are doing a nice jittery dance across the screen.
I like that the music for the last dungeon seemed to line up with their little shuffle.
Yeah.
Just getting a bunch of rooms where I can't do anything.
Yeah, there's a bunch of areas you can't actually go in just yet. It forced that one on you. Goodbye, good dungeon music. So it doesn't matter what order you do those doors in.
Necessarily, yeah. Every one of these will have just a little small room. Once you kill the enemies inside, you'll get a key, so you can check out the other rooms.
These guys are infinitely easier if you bought or stole the bow and arrow.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You almost died, good job. They give you that little heart there, but man, those guys hit hard too.
He only seems to teleport to 2 specific locations, though.
Right. I'm not sure what those are supposed to be. Maybe wizrobes? I don't know.
I hadn't thought about that. I thought they were like... They look like inflated kiwis.
I would say it's like a fat penguin or something.
Yeah. A hybrid.
Just a little closer.
So really, if you don't want to deal with the other rooms, the important ones to remember are the right room and also the top room. So I need to come back with a key.
Mm-hmm. So this is one of those dungeons you can actually end up with, I think it's 1 extra key.
You can.
But keys only work in the dungeon you get them in, so sadly you can't take it to another one. No sequence breaking.
Oh, we killed a family.
You monster. It's Dodongo's kind of...
Dodongo snakes. Luckily they let you leave, so that's good. I need to find more bombs.
Right. That would suck if they just forced you to die there.
What's the point of even locking the door if you can leave anyway?
I know. In most other Zelda games where you're fighting Dodongos or Dodongo-like enemies, they give you ways to farm bombs in the room.
Wait. Not sure what went through my mind there.
Maybe the magic powder will make the pots disappear.
With as much money as I'm getting the bow legitimately is going to take several dungeons.
It does take a long time to get the bow. Now, you can cut grass forever and earn enough money to get the bow right away, but that takes a long time, mainly because once you cut grass enough, the money doesn't spawn as often.
The drops in the grass aren't super common anyway.
Right, this game is really harsh on the drops.
Huh?
What is this?
It is weird to see a rock with a keyhole.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine, like, the logistics of that in a real space. Like, there's a rock in front of you that disappears when you turn the key.
Just dropping bombs doesn't work so well against these guys. At least not, like, dropping them in the middle of the room. You need to drop them in their mouth.
So, I don't know if you just noticed there, but if you pick up the bomb, it stops it from exploding.
Not that it helped. So here's what I like to do. Drop a bomb, have him eat it, and then just stand there and keep dropping bombs right in his face.
I just can't stop eating bombs.
I wonder if they made them Dodongo snakes in this one, because they couldn't quite get the sprite for the regular Dodongo right.
I don't know. But we got the Pegasus boots.
Time to joust with our sword. I'm not sure how this can break these crystals, but that's how you do it.
Yeah, it's a little odd, but hey. And also run at enemies really fast.
It's quite powerful.
I have a strange feeling that there's something on the lower wall there. I don't know.
I'm not sure why, but in Oracle of... I think it was Oracle of Seasons or Ages, they had that same pattern. But it felt more in your face in Ages, because I almost didn't notice the arrow.
Right. So here's a concept I think the owl statue tells you about, that you can Pegasus jump, which gives you a little more airtime.
The timing on it feels really off, though.
Right, it's not like the Pegasus seeds in the Oracle games where you always have it active for, I don't know if it's 30 seconds or whatever it is. Here it's kind of, it works like the Link to the Past boots.
Yeah, there's a charge up, and you need to get it just right. Like, you can't be holding down the button, because that will undo your momentum.
This bomb enemy's funny. You hit them and then they follow you around until they blow up.
This room is annoying, though, because every time you leave, they respawn.
Yep, and your shield does not block the blast.
Now, in that little path down there, when you pass by these rooms, you might be able to see the door right next to us had a bombed wall. In fact, when you hit the sword with it, it makes a noise. I didn't hear it there, I don't know why, but that's a signal that you can bomb it. I think it's because I didn't have any bombs, so I had to go find some more.
So these bomb enemies did not come back in Oracle. They did have the candle enemies, which are similar.
So this is why we need to come to this room, so that we can switch the blocks. The owl just tells us what we already know.
Yeah. As you progress through the game, you kind of stop talking to the owl. Unless you're really stuck.
I don't know why I didn't grab that chest first.
Yeah, what?
I will grab it when I come back. I don't know why I didn't grab it immediately. God damn it.
Yeah, getting those guys in a hallway is not fun.
One kind of funny thing. I like that this room is designed so that you can't get the chest at first until you kill that little tiny Zol later.
Right. But 200 rupees, come on.
Yeah.
It's a little late to get the beak, too.
Yeah.
I think you've almost done everything in the dungeon.
Bat missile. Also very late to get the map.
Yeah, at last! We've got the map, and we've only got 3 squares we haven't seen.
And it's designed like a key. So you remember this dude? He was pushing us back, but now we can use the Pegasus boots to drive the sword right into his face.
If you have a projectile weapon, you can get rid of them easier, too.
Like the bow, that I can't afford.
Just take them with you. You're their new mother.
Their mom will come back.
They always do.
Now we got Thwomps. He's not getting out of the way, so we're gonna have to force him. And now gotta do a Pegasus jump. Oh, that was weird.
Perfect.
And also I like that there are piranha plants in this. And they only turn up in the side-scrolling areas.
Right, a lot of the Mario enemies do that. Those guys are so much easier to kill with the Pegasus boots.
So yeah, this is the room. I've got all the keys. I've gone through every other room. But once I kill all of these keys, I get a spare key. So it's just in case, I guess.
It's to keep as a memory.
Yeah, I'm a little confused because I think I don't have anywhere else to go.
Right.
Neener, neener.
Okay. Well, this is a weird boss.
There's a bunch of Zol coming from the sky. Aha. Now this guy, you need to keep attacking to separate the two eyes.
The annoying bit, too, is that it drives you back a little bit every time you attack him.
I gotta keep driving it through the center.
Right, he's essentially invincible unless you cut him apart.
Every time they land, they knock me down.
Right, so using the Rock's Feather helps there. You could jump as they land. Of course, that means a lot of menu switching for this boss fight.
And fuck that.
Yeah, right.
I got a heart from an eyeball.
Full row. Time to play some cowbell.
Yeah.
How are you getting different tones from one bell?
Yeah. And not even the right tones for the Ballad of the Windfish.
I think the key might be in a waterfall. Hey, did you hear the key's in a waterfall?
So that was the dungeon. We got through that pretty quickly, so we still got a bunch of extra stuff to do.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the inhabitants aren't really that dark or monstrous.
No.
The desert's actually not really that bad. Hey, I want to eat that honeycomb. I'm so hungry.
Hey, I want to eat some bees.
Like the options are can, can't.
Good work, Taryn.
Okay, bye.
And then we steal the honeycomb. You're not sure how it happened.
Yeah, the drunk theme continues.
Like he just blacked out while that was all happening.
Where does honeycomb come from?
What happened to Taryn? I wanted to ask him some.
Aaron's allergic to bees. He's dead now.
Oh well. So that was one thing. There's another secret in that area, which I didn't know about until I think later in the video. But we'll be coming back into that room. Ah, damn it.
Oh, sweet hole dodging.
Hate those guys. So I believe the game wants me to come back here later. But you can't actually get that heart piece now.
Yeah, with some pretty crafty jumping, you can get over there.
In my case, I'm just using the Pegasus boots.
There you go. There is an easier way to do it with the tool later, but you don't have to.
Damn it, that also works.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I've ended up in the cemetery.
So this cemetery has a thing in it that is only in the DX version, but we're going to learn about that later, I think.
Yeah, that'll be in the next part.
There's your hook to watch. We're going to go grave digging.
Take it with me. Oh.
Right. So now that you have the Pegasus boots, you can actually go back and do the Dream Shrine, too.
That's right, I think I will do that. This is the Seashell Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
You see that thing pass by that first little pair of open blocks.
You missed the first prize.
Yep, if you come here with just 5 seashells, you get an extra seashell. But I missed that one, so... But you can't come here with 10 seashells and get another extra one.
Yeah, you don't really need that extra one, though. As we mentioned, there are 6 extra shells in the game, so...
And there's one right outside.
Yeah, you actually almost have enough. You only need 8 more.
And there is a secret. It's kind of signaled to you, because there are little rocks on the floor, but it's... The wall isn't cracked, is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
There are some very tricky secrets.
I like that, though. A game that has some easy secrets and some tricky ones. Kind of cool. But, yeah, there you go.
I'm a little weirded out by that one rock there.
I think it's just there so that you don't accidentally go out of bounds.
I guess.
Well, there's 2 of them. Another yelling house. Around here!
Next to my right foot. See what I was talking about. That one's not signal to you at all.
Oh, no. That might be the piece of heart that everyone misses.
So like you said, back to the Dream Shrine.
It's gonna go so much easier this time. I could feel it.
Yeah, because I can kill these guys instantly.
So much better. This is the time you're intended to come to this thing.
Yeah. And here we get the ocarina.
The Ocarina of Time! I mean, of nothing. Just the ocarina.
The ocarina! This is the first time there's explicitly an ocarina in Zelda, right?
Nope, Link to the Past.
Huh. I thought it was just called a flute.
It is called a flute, but it's got a ocarina sprite, but the one in that game only has one feature. This one has multiple songs, which is the first time you see that. And it's also a really deep one.
It's a bass ocarina.
It's like 8 pounds. It's heavy.
Made from an actual potato. But not hollowed out at all.
Drunk McFly is actually just blowing on a potato right now. So beautiful.
So now we can play the Ballad of the Windfish.
Right.
It has one use, I think.
You can use it at the very end of the game.
I think the Flying Rooster is a reference to that thing in A Link to the Past they used the flute for.
Right. There is a secondary use of the Ballad of the Windfish, though, is since it's the only song you play right now, it is a way to kill the Pole's voices.
That's right. Now we can go back to this passage that I unlocked a long time ago. This is how we get to the animal village. But of course I'm gonna go into, like, every detour that I can.
Right. We're gonna get lost. You're digging up every suspicious piece, which is what you do in this game. That's how you get all the seashells. McFly's like, yeah, forget that.
I don't like animals. Son of a bitch.
You go in there now.
Now this area I'm wandering off to, this is more late game stuff.
Yeah, you're starting to get into those ruins and this kind of mountainy area, which you're not really supposed to be in, but you can do a little exploring.
The only reason I've let these in is because there are secret seashells around here, and I need to show me collecting them. But this does mean because I'm showing them up now, I could just cut directly to certain parts later.
There you go.
Hope y'all aren't skipping videos. Hero's life gone!
What?
If you sing, you die! There's a fairy in there. Oh, okay. Fuck you too, fairy.
Nah, still not going.
McFly needs to psych himself up. He's actually terrified of animals.
Right.
No. It's just a beetle.
Oh, I thought you were gonna Pegasus jump over that.
Would you be able to?
No.
I think because it's a cliff, you can't do that, yeah.
It never stopped me from trying once or twice when I was a kid.
Another owl statue. They knocked them over.
So what he's talking about is actually a secret with the bridge, which is part of the trading sequence. Check out this lively music track.
The animals are very obsessed with Marin.
Here's her song, I think.
Forgive me for saying that's not good enough, sir.
What do you mean it's not good enough? You're not good enough.
So this is a little odd. There's a walrus in the way. To get in the desert, we need him to move. But even though multiple people have told us you need to get the walrus out of the way, it's only when we follow the trading sequence that we can actually do that.
Right, this is the other thing that you need to do.
This dude, he's actually the brother of the gator who gave us the bananas.
He's a little more refined.
And again, French.
Yeah, for some reason.
And we don't contain any sisters. So that's a hint where you need to go there, get the ocarina, and get the song.
So rude, drunk.
For a second there, I thought her head was bobbing in time with the music.
Can't hurt that bird.
But the bird can hurt you.
Sometimes. The birds, for some reason, are another sprite that show up a lot when you're glitching the game. Don't know why. Again, can only guess.
Big bear chef. So he wants a honeycomb. For that, it gives us a pineapple.
It's a better trade, I think. You can actually eat a pineapple.
And also, he tells us how to get the walrus out of the way. Again, we kind of already know. But now that specifically he's told us, we need to go back to Mabe Village and get Marin. She's gonna sing him out of the way. But luckily, it's not that far at all.
No! You're missing...
There you go.
I'm talking to past Thornbrain.
Yeah. There's another teleporter here.
Alright, so now that you've opened up 2 teleporters, you can go back and forth between them. Which is very handy for going back to pick up Marin.
Destroy everything.
So I love in this game how sometimes if you're swinging your sword and walk backwards, you can moonwalk. I don't know if you've noticed that you've done that a couple times already. Marin, she likes to go stare at the sun and burn her corneas.
It's a weird justification. Don't ask me, I'm just a kid.
Yeah, I don't know anything. Alright, so we're gonna go on a date with Marin now?
Next time, we're going on a date with Marin.
Sweet. A drunk date. This is not gonna go well.
You know, in multiple ways, I think the game accounts for it.